arrived at the Southside Mission, I was angry. I was angry about the situation. I was angry about where I was and didn't know actually who I was and what I was doing here. I was angry because I didn't have self-sufficiency.
When I landed at the Southside Mission in 2004, I had been incarcerated. I was addicted to drugs. I had lost my family, all my family as I knew it. My parents had been robbed and murdered in their home by my 16-year-old child. And so for me, as I knew it, life had ended and nothing else mattered. I was incarcerated. It was a pretty hopeless situation for me, and I really had no family to speak of, didn't know where I was going, and I didn't know what was going to happen. A counselor at Lincoln Correctional Center worked with me, and we found a spot for me at the Southside Mission, which I was truly fearing because I didn't know what to expect.
I came to the Southside Mission from prison, where I was incarcerated for 5 months for a numerous amount of things, for my addiction, for my being in the street, from just being out there.
Here at the Southside Mission in the New Promise Center, we make the ladies a promise, and that new promise is that we will work with you on your social issues, your physical issues, and also your spiritual issues. And the spiritual issues are truly what makes this program very successful. Working on that part of a person that is the inner person that helps with motivation, determination, that makes life worth living and successful. So through that, we provide our chapel services, our Bible studies, and our life skill classes. And from that, the ladies are able to make a change, live a change, and secure that change. That's the work that God is doing through the New Promise Center at the Southside Mission.
It's reality that most of the women who come here are not living, they're existing. When your needs aren't met and you get into a position where you're just existing, something has to happen and something has to take place, and it has to be positive, in which you have to go up. You can't go down, you have to go up, because it's, as though or if, you're at rock bottom, you have nowhere to go, and you're here, you're getting your room and board meeting, your clothing needs are being met, your basic needs, and love is one of them. Your love, your food, your clothing, your shelter, and all of those needs are primary here at the Southside Mission, and they're being met. And when those needs are met, then you can think about or regenerate yourself. You're being regenerated, and think about your objectives and what your goals are, and what you need to do for yourself in terms of moving on with your life, picking your life up and moving on.
So when I landed there, I met wonderful people who made me comfortable right away and let me know that it was all going to be all right. And they helped me by talking to me. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I get angry with them, and they just worked through it all with me. No matter what state of mind I was in, they were okay with it, and they let me know I was going to be okay, and that there was light at the end of the tunnel. And true enough, there is light at the tunnel.
While I was at the Southside Mission, I was able to complete some classes that they had there. Upon going through my classes, they had Alpha class, they had Unshackled, and they had Job Partnership along with other classes that they have there. But I completed those classes, and just about every class that I was supposed to go through there. Upon that, I went outside of the mission and went to ICC, where I graduated from ICC with honors for my certification in nurse's assistant. I also have my GED.
Next week I graduate, and I'm planning to do some grant research, get some grant research information, and getting a grant to finance my own catering business, and to go from there and supplement my income in that respect or in that way.
Each one of them hold those qualities that God instills into us, and they all have something special to share, and in sharing they were filling my heart with hope, and I desperately needed to be able to hope. And along with that hope, I started to have the faith that allowed me to believe that what they were telling me was real. And so I entrusted myself to the Southside Mission, and this is where I am today, in my own home, with 2 jobs, a dog and a bird, and I've been here for 4 years, and for me that's awesome.
Working at Peoria Civic Center, where I've been for the last 2 and almost half years. I recently just made lead supervisor there, which I'm very proud and glad of. My goals is to just grow into my job and live comfortable.
Thank you, Linda, Karen, and Shirley, for your testimonies of the work that has been done in your life at the New Promise Center at the Southside Mission. These ladies are just 3 of many who have come through the doors of the Southside Mission, and their lives have been changed. We glorify God for allowing us to be a part of His faithful work to change the lives that come to the Southside Mission. I also want to thank you who are here tonight. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your financial support. Thank you for your emotional support. Whatever it is that you have done to help us to be true to the new promise, thank you. God bless you.
This little guy I got for Christmas, and he says, "Smile, you will be understood in every language." And so I just like to end this whole thing with another little song because I love music, and I think he says it all. And I think he's a little woodchuck. So this is what he's going to do for you.
When you're smiling, or when you're
He's
smiling,
awesome.
the whole world, it smiles with you. And when you're laughing, oh babe, when you're laughing, oh the sun will come shining through. But when you're crying, oh, you bring on the rain to stop that sighing. Come on, be happy again. Keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, baby, the whole world smiles with you.
Isn't it awesome?